Welcome back to Scales and Tails. If mealworms are your only insect your reptile eats, we need to talk. Mealworms are one of the easiest feeder insects to find. They're inexpensive, and reptiles usually love them. But should they be fed every single day? The short answer is no. And today, I'm going to explain why. So, what are mealworms? Mealworms are the larval stage of a darkling beetle, and they're popular feeder insects for reptiles because they're easy to store, don't make much noise, and last a long time. Just because they're convenient doesn't mean they should be your reptile's entire diet. One of the biggest reasons you shouldn't feed mealworms every day is because they're relatively high in fat compared to many other feeder insects. Think of it like this. If you ate fast food last night every single day, you might enjoy it, but eventually it could affect your health. The same idea applies to reptiles. Mealworms make a great treat or part of a varied diet, but feeding them every day can contribute to excess weight over time. No single feeder insect has everything your reptile needs. That's why variety is so important. Rotating between feeder insects like dubia roaches, crickets, black soldier fly larvae, and the occasional hornworm helps provide a larger range of nutrients. Mealworms have a harder outer shell made of something called chitin. Healthy adult reptiles can usually digest mealworms without any issues. However, very young reptiles, sick reptiles, or reptiles with improper husbandry may have a harder time processing large amounts of them. That's why another reason why moderation is important. Even if you have a healthy adult reptile that can digest mealworms without any issues, you still should be feeding them different insects so they have a variety of nutrients. Here's something I see pretty often. A reptile discovers mealworms and suddenly decides that's all they want to eat. If you offer the same feeder every day, your reptile may become picky and refuse healthier or more nutritious insects. Offering a variety from the beginning helps prevent this. Mealworms are perfectly fine as a part of a balanced diet. Instead of feeding them every day, try rotating between different insects throughout the week. Some great staple feeder insects include dubia roaches, crickets, black soldier fly larvae, silkworms, and then use mealworms and hornworms as an occasional treat. Here's something a lot of new reptile owners don't realize. It's not just what you feed your reptile, it's also what you feed the bugs. This is called gut loading. Gut loading means feeding your feeder insects a nutritious diet before offering them to your reptile. When your reptile eats those insects, they're also getting the nutrients the insects have eaten. Think of your feeder insects like tiny delivery trucks. If they're carrying healthy, nutritious food, that gets delivered to your reptile. But if they're carrying junk or nothing at all, your reptile misses out on all those important nutrients. And gut loading is only part of the equation. Most feeder insects should also be dusted with the proper calcium and vitamin supplements before feeding. Calcium is essential for healthy bones, muscle function, and overall growth. Without enough calcium and without proper UVB lighting to help absorb it, reptiles can develop serious health problems like metabolic bone disease or MBD. Depending on your reptile's age and species, you'll also want to use a multivitamin supplement on regular schedule. And even the best feeder insect in the world still isn't enough if it isn't gut loaded and properly supplemented. So remember, providing a healthy diet isn't just about choosing the right insect. It's also about offering a variety of feeders, gut loading them with nutritious food, and dusting them with the right supplements, and making sure your reptile has proper UVB lighting. When you put all those pieces together, you're giving your reptile the best chance to live a long and healthy life. So, are mealworms bad? No. Should they be the only thing your reptile eats every day? Also, no. A healthy reptile is one that gets variety, proper supplements, and correct UVB lighting, and the right temperatures. No single feeder insect can do it all. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more reptile care tips and fun adventures with Luna and Lola. What's your favorite feeder insect? Let me know in the comments. That's it for Scales and Tails. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.